Okay, I think we're live. Welcome everyone to the round of 16, the Sweet 16 round of the TTS MCP League Season X Finals. We have a fantastic game tonight. We have Johnny Pastrami, the imposter from Wisconsin, posing as a European. He is going to be playing Brotherhood and Cabal. And we have him against a proper European, an Italian fellow named Diomlord, who will be playing Guardians of the Galaxy. But before we get started to the game, let me say hello to my dear friend and co-host, the Huggy Bear. Hello, Huggy.
Hello, Norbert. Things are good, and apparently my audio is hot.
Yeah. You have very hot audio tonight. All right, let me tell the gents that we are ready to get going. We are ready. And let's go take a peek. You can see the screen, okay? Can you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So Old Prisky is going to be Johnny Pastrami tonight. He's from Wisconsin, and but playing in the European bracket. And I think he is anyway. Diomlord is from Italy, and he was one of my teammates for the Madrid team tournament that I went to in February. So I happen to know him as well, which is great. Both excellent players. I'm not sure. I hope you have the rosters up. I'm not sure. They've already kind of broken into the crises, but let's take a look at the map first. This is another Pat special, Villain's Lair. Ooh, I think this is new for me. Villain's Lair. We'll check that out. And Secure is Gamma Wave, classic Gamma Wave. And Fear Grips is the Extract, another classic. So very old school crises tonight. Do you know where they came from by any chance?
Very classic combo. I'll have a look and see here. Johnny Waditska?
No, yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah, that's him. Okay.
Yeah.
He just calls himself Johnny Pastrami. He has hammers
I don't think
and gamma, so could be either way. And Diomlord is not running gamma. So apparently gamma is from Pastrami and
yeah. He just
hammers.
confirmed.
Yeah.
So let's see. So who won the? Let me move this down here. Who won the?
So it's Diomlord. I expect to see him running Senor Thanos here.
Yeah. There we go. So it looked like Pastrami won the priority role. And so he must have taken Secures, and that means Diomlord picked 15 threat. Or
Yeah.
sorry, beg your pardon, 18 threat. 18 threat he picked.
It appears that we will be witnessing a bloody showdown between the two most, I don't want to say egregious, but very, very scary teams available at the moment. The cat and dog list with
Huzzah.
Malekith and Lockjaw.
This is what I'm
with
hearing now.
all-
I heard this is like the new terror on the scene. Malekith,
Yep.
Cabal, with Red Skull, Hydra Skull, Mystique. Well, sorry, the core list is Malekith, Hydra Skull, and Lockjaw. And then because this is at 18th threat, he tossed in Mystique, which is not a bad choice. He's picked Follow Me, Dark Reign, Deception, Advanced R&D, and Eyes on the Prize. So interesting, pretty standard picks, maybe except for Eyes on the Prize.
About as scary as it can get,
Yeah.
I'd say.
This list is supposed to be tearing it up.
No less scary on the Italian side of things.
Okay, 1 second. I'm just checking on our audios. Okay, yeah, so let's take a look at what he's brought. He brought a Star-Lord, of course, Groot, Rocket, looks like Senior Thanos. Yep, sure enough, Senior Thanos. Yeah. And Nebula. So just a little... So the classic Guardians list with Nebula thrown in there to help make it 18 points. And then we have We Are Groot, Deadly Duo, Recalibration Matrix, Power of the Cosmos, and Fallback. So I think those are okay standard cards, except nice to see Recalibration Matrix in this. Probably very good against Malekith, and also
very popular for removing a spike into Thanos.
Okay, cool. And then Power of the Cosmos, which is that fun card we're seeing a bit more of these days. Yeah, but not unusual anymore.
Poor man's Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, right. I'm not sure what's going on with the clocks today. They occasionally bug like this. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why. Anyhow, they're getting right to it, which is great because we're starting a bit later tonight than we usually do, which so it'll be good to see how this game goes. So it looks like Malekith. So to orient people, the secures are right down the middle. 1, 2, 3. 2 hammers are on either side, left and right, and also a hammer at the top and at the bottom. And then on the Cabal side, we have Malekith right down the middle. It looks like Mystique hiding on the right, then Lockjaw to the left, Hydra Troopers to the left of them, and a little further left is Red Skull here. And then we have in the middle Nebula, Rocket, and Groot here to the left, Star-Lord flanking hard left, and Senior Thanos just a bit on the right flank.
Which I believe is a feint, because I think Thanos will be going centrally.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm not sure about why. Diomlord, one of his cards, is not showing up for some reason. That's weird. It's fallback, though, everybody. It's fallback. Not sure why.
Perhaps it's not exactly in the box.
Yeah, it might not be right in the box. Good point. Okay, terrain-wise, we've got this thing here. These pipes are size 4. That crate is size 3. Size 2 barrels. Down the middle, we have size 2, size 2, size 2, size 2. Size 3, double size 3. Wow, Pat's and a size 3 tank over there. Very interesting map. Lots of asymmetrical terrain on it today.
Indeed. And we also saw some Winging It tokens get handed out by Diomlord.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you. That Rocket, Senior Thanos, and Star-Lord has them today. Ooh, first we got Eyes on the Prize flipped straight away.
Yep, classic move by Red Skull here.
Yeah. Ooh, and also flipping Advanced R&D. Amazing. So what's happened?
Note Red Skull cutting himself for additional 2 power, spending 1 on Eyes on the Prize, R&Ding 1 power to Malekith to turn on that round 1 charge, and then with Eyes on the Prize, moving up, grabbing the hammer, and having 1 move action to spare to get him back into safety with that hammer.
Now, he does have to try to roll for damage when he gets that extra power, and apparently he's taken only 1 damage, so not bad at all.
I think this Red Skull always takes 1 damage.
Is it just 1? I thought it was a roll again.
It's the OG Red Skull. It's a roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew that was that case. So I thought this one too, but all right. That's really powerful. So now let's see what's happened here. So he's picked up that hammer very safely, put himself back towards the deployment line and sort of in the middle where you want to be, considering the gamma shelters. And the troopers are now they're secure. Their ability is to be able to secure. So they are actually securing the back gamma.
Exactly.
Trim the Cat is asking, why not wait to R&D with Lockjaw? I guess he wants the hammer straight away, Trim. And the dog's not going to get the hammer. Ooh.
I suppose he could have done that. We might realize why later on, but
maybe you can add that to your first questions.
Yep.
On your little notepad there. Sorry, I had a little overspill. Okay, get back to the action. Gil's suggesting it might be for double teleport. Double teleport. That's pretty handy. You could be right about that, Gil. So
certainly possible. We could see him teleporting Red Skull as well, for sure.
Diomlord is elected to move Groot up. Groot is sort of just hanging out near that back gamma shelter, probably because Rocket is going to be securing it and then being within 2 of Groot. I'm going to guess.
Right.
Nice one. Hope everybody's in a great mood tonight. Everybody in the chat, everybody who's watching. We are in the Sweet 16 round of the finals, so only round 2 essentially out of 5. So plenty of time still to go in the elimination rounds for Season X. It's also on the eve of me flying out to Adepticon. Woohoo! Going out to Adepticon.
It's time.
It's time. It's finally here after all this talking.
Fantastic. So it starts on Thursday or Friday?
Thursday. It's one of the few cons in America that actually goes for 4 days. Gen Con is another one that I know of. I'm not sure of any others. And that's why it makes it such a great value for the money when you're traveling far away like we are, because you get a full extra day in, so 4 full days of gaming.
Fantastic.
Looks like
Um,
Nebula has moved up as well. There's probably some passing going on, and yeah, and then
looks
she's
like Diomlord is currently having a nuisance getting that Northern Hammer because there is a Mystique waiting in the bushes, and she has Deception
yep.
online to reel Star-Lord with a hammer in, should he go for it, and then Malekith is prepped and ready for the charge double tap. And also taking into account here that Pastrami will have priority next round as well, both by force of starting out with it and by having fewer characters than Diomlord. So he can basically pick one of Diomlord's characters to quite reliably get KO'd
Yeah.
round 2. Possibly not Thanos. That might be a bit risky. Plus, I assume Thanos won't even activate before Pastrami is done with his all of his turns. But yeah, so if Star-Lord goes for that hammer, he's gonna be in deep trouble quite fast, I assume.
Well, Nebula's going to help him out, though, right?
Well, there's not much she can do really
No, what I mean
because
is she'll protect him from deception.
she'll protect him from deception for sure. But let's remember, Lockjaw's there, so he's gonna teleport the cat, the Malekith cat, range 3, and then I'm quite certain that he can reach Star-Lord if he's within one of that hammer with his charge move from after that teleport. So I don't think there really is any safe place along the midline here. There probably isn't any safe place to the right of Diomlord's home secure. So Malekith is gonna have his way early game, but it remains to be seen if Diomlord can weather the storm and strike back.
Okay, let's see what's happened. Seems like Nebula is done, and Johnny's figuring out his next move.
Interestingly enough, measuring medium from Groot. Not sure why. Does he have a medium? He doesn't have a medium throw on anything. Obviously, considering decepting Groot early here.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then Malekith can go up and eat Rocket, maybe.
Possibly. Malekith is also quite capable of reaching Star-Lord even without deception. Should Star-Lord go for the Northern Hammer. Not sure what Diomlord is thinking regarding that. I
All right, here we
think
go.
he can't really afford to go for the hammer as things are.
Yep, sure enough, Mystique moved up into 4 of Groot and deception him. He moves short, and Johnny's moving him sort of right into the center on that shelter.
Yeah. This is not the kind of deception you want, because Groot is not holding an extract, and there's not really that much to be gained. He got him onto an objective, which he wasn't standing on before. What he's achieved is making it harder for Rocket to position himself within 2 of his bodyguard, and also getting a shot off.
This is really bad for Diomlord.
Yes.
Mystique with a hammer is actually really deadly.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure if Star-Lord is safe if he positions anywhere within 3 of Mystique there.
So here's the problem now. Johnny's gotten himself 2 hammers already. Probably going to get 3, right?
Yep. And this basically means that he doesn't have to go aggressively. He can hang back and let Malekith take care of Groot, maybe, and then slowly eat his way through Diomlord's team. Thanos might be a problem. He can get characters off of points, but round 1, he's only gonna be moving 1 of Pastrami's characters. So as long as he places 2 on his home secure, then he's not going to be losing any points. Because I don't think he will be going for the middle this round.
People are commenting on.
Ooh,
go ahead.
Star-Lord putting himself in danger.
He wants to take out Mystique.
Yeah.
Get that hammer back.
She's going to be in cover.
Yeah.
No matter what. And it looks very tight whether he can get within her stealth range.
He's giving up. Looks like he's giving up.
Looks like he's giving up, yeah. Now, that position where he ended up, Malekith is still quite capable of reaching him there with a double attack. Thanks to Lockjaw.
Oh, because of Lockjaw. Yep. You know, it's funny because Lockjaw, everybody freaked out about him when he first came out because of all the shenanigans that people were supposed to do, and then he did nothing. Everybody didn't care. Now I'm thinking like his real potential is coming back out again because everyone's using him in this situation.
Right.
Well, just have to see.
Yeah, it remains to be seen how potent this list is. From the looks of it, it's the cat and dog list, that is. It looks very, very threat projecting at the moment. It's really hard for Diomlord early game to get any work done, even getting a hold of extracts. He's gonna be down on points, I'm quite certain, after this round. And the interesting bit will be about whether he can survive the initial onslaught, where Malekith will be most likely running around with a hammer, killing people left and right, and playing Follow Me on Red Skull, most likely, to really, really take down important characters, possibly even Thanos. If he can daze Thanos before he gets to activate for a round, then that's incredibly huge. That might even decide the game right there. But if Diomlord can somehow survive the initial onslaught, he has every chance to quite fast weather Malekith down.
Right. So, folks at home, Lockjaw activated, got the extra power from being near some of his friends. And then, as some people in the chat predicted, double teleported. So, teleported Malekith just a little bit up into the right, but also, importantly, teleported Red Skull right down in the center. That was the end of the Lockjaw's move. And so now it is Rocket who's moving up towards that hammer. Also, a fella named Flooms83 is saying hello to you, Huggy Bear. He said he liked your top 8 match that you had together in Malmo.
Yeah. I assume that it's Thomas, a guy from Helsingborg, who I faced in the last game of, could also be, exactly, Thomas. Hey, Thomas. He was running X-Men, and he managed to beat me in a very enjoyable, very tight final game in the top 8 cut.
I heard. So quickly, Rocket has moved up, grabbed the hammer, but has not decided to shoot anybody. He's hiding actually behind that size 3 turbine, which is funny.
He's not in range of anything, so
Yeah, but might as well stay safe, I guess. And yeah, Johnny's up now, and all he has left is Malekith, and also Thanos is left to go after that.
yep.
So yes, we're talking about your matches, and sure, there goes Malekith picking up the hammer to become a super beast.
Thus deciding not to charge round 1. I actually think he could have charged, still been within 1 of the hammer, made an attack, and then picked up the hammer after the first attack.
What's he rolling for?
Not perhaps he's beaming Groot.
Oh, Groot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure enough. Managed to do 3 hit points, which is actually pretty good against Groot.
Well, beaming him will give him the power for the charge. So
And he's put
not bad, but 2 energy attacks into Groot would that also generates him more power. Would have been more powerful, I think. But
yeah. Well, he got enough. And Groot's
sure.
also poisoned as well from that attack. Okay, here comes the charge. So we were referring to your match at the Multiverse of Malmo, your first big 2-day convention in Sweden.
yes, it was a blast.
Excellent. Excellent.
For sure. So actually one of the TTS cut players managed to take it home, namely Naib, who we've been streaming quite recently on this channel. Congratulations to him. And my proudest moment of the weekend was that I actually managed to beat him in our game on day 1, but then I didn't have as good of a second day as one might hope, games wise. But that's how it is. You can't.
What just happened there?
Every time. So.
What just happened there, Hugo? He dazed, Malekith dazed Groot, which is understandable. But why did Hydra move? Oh, because of the
Cabal leadership.
Leadership, yes. So the leadership is you remove a condition, you heal a point, and you get to move. Is it just move short or move your?
No, you don't. You heal a point, you gain a power, and you move a character short.
That's it.
The remove a condition is the Avengers one.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very similar, but reactive rather than active, as in this case.
Okay, so Thanos used 1 movement up, and now he's teleporting himself forward to the Beyond the Secure.
He is, however, this is quite dangerous for Thanos, actually. He's unable to affect any points because there are 3 characters on the home secure of Pastrami. Well, of course, he could here portal in Malekith and strike him, fish for the wild, throw him into the Hydra Grunts, dazing them, possibly gaining the power to portal Red Skull off of the point, but I'm not sure he's within 4. I think he isn't. So we'll see how this goes.
All right, here comes the roll. Big punch from Thanos. He needs to make it big.
Most likely
not
going to
bad.
use a wing it token.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits with a crit. Yeah, like you said, the winging it token, there's no reason not to. And he's, he's got, okay, so that's 7 hits because the skull counts as a crit.
Yep.
And now he's going to re-roll.
Not a bad block at all.
Yeah, 3 blocks. Jeez.
Malekith can also make
it
crits
4
out of skulls. Yeah.
So that is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits. Oh, now's the reroll.
I see 7, yes. 7 hits.
1, 3,
Against,
4, 5, 6, 7.
Something weird happened with Pastrami's dice. I think he had 4 blocks in total.
Yeah. So far he's only taken 1 damage? Really?
Should be more.
Should be at least 3, I would say.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
There's no card that.
but he did throw him into the grunts, just as you
Yeah,
said.
that was probably a dodge roll from the grunt, and there goes
Okay.
the damage.
There he is.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So he did the throw damage ahead of actually taking the damage.
Yep.
All right. So the grunts completely failed to dodge, so they're off the table, which means the hammer should have dropped, I think, right? Oh no, they don't. They can't pick up Hanos. It's Hydra.
No,
It's Red Skull picks it up, and then yeah, Malekith's on 5 out of 10 hit points. So
Yep.
and off of both points, I think. Yeah.
I think that we're highly likely to see Follow Me get played first thing next round, and I think actually that Thanos is in big danger.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
But Diomlord is going to need some good dice, which is part of the game. And even if he loses Thanos early, it's hard. I think it's hard for Red Skull to attack any other character than Thanos or Groot after Follow Me gets played. So he will still have Nebula, Star-Lord, and Rocket to activate. Diomlord that is, and that is not nothing. Those are characters that could be quite capable of doing 5 damage to Malekith, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Question is if Pastrami will be playing Dark Rain on Thanos.
Right. So that is the end of the round. It went 4-3. Not too bad for Diomlord, all things considered. He's put the wing unit tokens on Star-Lord, Groot. Nope. I think he's changed his mind. Groot, Rocket, and Thanos have it. Rocket also has a hammer.
Yeah.
So where is the third hammer? Or fourth hammer, I should say.
There's one on Mystique, one on the Red Skull has
Red
one.
Skull, it's just not showing on that.
For some reason not showing up.
Oh, and Dark Rain.
One interesting
Rain just
thing
got
of
played.
note. Yep.
Just want to say.
Interesting thing of note about Pastrami's list here. The way I see it, he could have achieved the exact same thing without Lockjaw. Well, except for the fact that the threat projection heavily dictated the moves of Diomlord.
Mm. So, Dark Rain token got put on Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
So that means everybody's
a ton of power has been spent on Malekith now, so possibly a Dark Rain followed by a Butcher of Thors, maybe?
Yeah.
This is gonna hurt for old Thanos. Wowee. Looks like he's taking care to not place himself within 5 of Rocket.
Aha. Nice. Clever.
Denying him one of those precious attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he will be unable
All right, here's
to
a big roll.
enforce a hard-on on Malekith this round.
Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god,
5, 6,
that's
7.
a lot of skulls.
Yeah, skulls, which he's turned all into crits, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 so far. Oh god.
Oh my
4,
word.
5,
Who
6,
needs
7,
Dark
8,
Rain?
9, 10, 11.
Who needs Dark Rain?
11.
Just roll all hits.
Oh, Recalibration Matrix comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good plan.
But still, that's a lot of dice now that he gets to reroll.
Yes.
Oh.
Thing of note, though, if he rolls skulls now, they are not crits, and he's unable to turn them into crits.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Oh, a lot of skulls. Oh, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, way better, against 2 saves. So 3, no, 2 going through because of he's got the damage reduction. Wow. That was...
but also Pierce on Malekith. So 2 blocks, 3 damage should be going through.
Ooh, I think they've forgotten the Pierce, just like me. Because he's only showing...
I believe he has Pierce.
Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't have Pierce on Butcher of Thors.
No, not on Butcher on Thors. No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all right. That's
good.
it then.
It's all legit. Wow. That was very, very helpful card. Otherwise, that would have one-shotting Thanos, which you don't see very often.
No, not a one-shot. I don't think he would have one-shot him, though, but he would certainly have taken a big chunk out of him. Interestingly enough, Malekith is now only on 2 power, so he needs to do 4 damage into something in order to get enough power to play Follow Me here.
Interesting.
So that is actually...
I'm very curious what these people are chatting about, because you figure there's so much talking. Come on, boys.
All back by Thanos.
Oh, he's doing fallback as well. Ooh, Diomlord.
And, oh my God, this is very interesting, because now Pastrami doesn't have the power to charge and get Thanos back into range.
No, he must have charged already, because he wasn't within 2 in the first place.
Yeah, but the Butcher of Thors allows you to place within 1, if that's what he was doing. He was on 10 power.
Ah, okay.
He's or maybe he did charge, because I just realized Dark Rain would cost 4 since he's holding a hammer.
And Butcher
So
of
that would
Thors
explain why he's
3.
bumped.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was Dark Rain and then Butcher of Thors, which would mean 7 power. But since he's holding a hammer, it was likely Dark Rain and a charge, because Dark Rain would cost 4 rather than 3, because of the hammer.
Right. And then Trim the Cat is mentioning there's going to be a throw after the fallback.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Wow. This is so
But
complicated.
also,
but interesting.
Diomlord, note that Diomlord has taken care to place Thanos in base contact with that wheel. So even with a throw, he will only hit the wheel and not be able to get thrown into...
Yeah, he changed his mind and he went back. So...
Also, Pastrami decides to throw him into Africa instead.
Yeah.
Okay, so second attack likely going into Groot then, we can assume.
Yeah. Groot, Malekith completely...
Yeah, he can turn 2 of those into crits.
Did he have 2 power? Okay. Yeah. All right, so that's 2 crits.
We're definitely not going to see Follow Me get played.
Oh my God!
I would say that was not a good play or a great exchange from Dark Rain here.
No.
He did not manage to turn that into damage at all.
No. Wow.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be it for Diomlord, and it turned out the dice said no.
The combination of Recalibration Matrix and Fallback really made the difference.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was him being able to play that was
the chat is right though. If that wasn't a Butcher of Thors, the Pierce should have happened, and it should be 3 on Thanos.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you, Glenn. Oh, Pierce triggers before recal, so it doesn't do anything.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Cool. Excellent. Thanks, guys. Okay, so who's attacking? Is this Groot?
This is most likely We Are Groot into Malekith. Very reasonable thing to do at this point.
The attack, right? The attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly throwing him into Red Skull or something.
So he's rolled, I think he's done his rerolls now, so he's gotten 5 hits into 3 saves. So 2 more go through. He's on 7 out of 10 now, Malekith.
Yeah. But he will get thrown and staggered automatically.
Mm-hmm. Here it comes.
Which is not nothing.
Looks like
because stagger, he doesn't have a way to get rid of stagger.
Right.
So he will have a lackluster activation next round.
Mm-hmm.
Although Pastrami is still holding the 3 hammers, so...
Yep. He's going to be 1 ahead. He's going to do the Huggy Bear philosophy. You get 1 ahead and stay 1 ahead.
Yeah, score 4 every round and win by the end of round 4. No more, no less.
Diomlord is looking to see where to throw him, maybe into Rocket.
Throw him into his own lines to grind him down, because he will not be retaliating very hard next round, thanks to the stagger. Although the stagger will disappear if he manages to daze Malekith.
Yeah.
Diomlord is. So, of course, some different things to consider. Okay.
Not sure what's going on.
I think they wanted to do the throw properly with the throw button activated.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. So apparently,
Yeah. Okay.
looked like they was checking to see if he would bump the terrain, but apparently not.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the intention, that should be easy enough to do. It's a little harder on TTS to do those sorts of
Yeah.
things. Okay, so he doesn't take damage because he didn't touch anything, but he's way back there. Also not contesting any longer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think you would not bother to attack him now because you don't want to have him fully loaded and ready to go after being dazed next turn.
You might say that, but you also need his hammer.
And so Groot is using his second action to actually move a bit closer to Rocket, but still with securing the middle point. And he's done.
Positioning himself, possibly making it hard for Red Skull, maybe to stand on the home secure and attack him, but I think he will be able to do that.
Interesting.
Also, Lockjaw has every opportunity to teleport Red Skull up the board. And Groot is on his injured side, so he may very well go down to an angry Red Skull. Oh, look at this!
What's this?
This is some advanced measurement going on. I'm not sure what, but maybe he was measuring to see if Lockjaw can get within 2 of Malekith by teleporting himself 3, and then because I think the range of his teleport is 2, not 3. He's looking to see if he can teleport.
It's within 3.
Oh, it's within 3. Oh, then Malekith will be teleported to safety here.
Okay.
Relative safety.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
However, I was expecting to see Red Skull get teleported up to KO Groot, but yep. We will see slightly fewer attacks going into Malekith then.
Yep. So I think he's passed over to Diomlord now, so it's up to Diomlord to decide what to do. There's Mystique and Red Skull left. And Red Skull's grunts are also easy to come back. I think they just come back, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah, they're the best grunts, no doubt.
For sure, but he's also a 5-cost character, so you expect premium abilities out of that.
Yeah, people are pointing out that there's no stagger token on Malekith. I hope they remember.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That's kind of a big deal, yeah. Because I don't think there's a trigger needed for the stagger on We Are Groot. I think it's automatic.
Yeah. So Thanos has decided to move forward, and now is taking a look at where he's going to cosmic portal people. Moving Malekith back towards the center. Checking if he's within 2. He is. And it looks like a roll. So he's going to punch Malekith.
Yeah, possibly send him flying into Lockjaw, who is not standing in a great position, considering his own health.
3 hits, including 1 crit. Crit rolls into a hit. So 4 hits so far.
But no wild.
No wild and a save. 1 save. So that's 3 damage
There
going
is,
to him.
however, a winging it token
Yeah, so the question is, will he use it?
available.
He does have 2 blanks, and he's staggered him. Sorry, he's dazed him now. So, oh god, these hands are flying everywhere. These guys are really animated players.
Yes, he is dazed.
He's dazed.
Yep.
Drops the hammer.
So that would mean that Thanos could possibly teleport himself.
Thanos is out of actions.
Yep. All right. He can do some teleporting of his friends.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Groot is going to go back to the back shelter.
Yep. Not a bad idea. Getting closer to good old Rocket.
Okay.
Now I am quite interesting in to see whether we actually will see Follow Me get played.
Yeah. So Thanos has moved Rocket up onto the point.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what else he's going to do. Diomlord checking to see where the Hydra's got range on Groot, which he does.
Or where he needs to be standing with Red Skull to attack Groot. Looks like Thanos is still going on, or going with his activation. Considering if he teleports Groot backwards, then Red Skull is unlikely to be able to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's able to attack him, but he's gonna have to leave his home shelter, and then Diomlord could perhaps shoot the grunts to death with the Star-Lord or someone to deny him that point.
We are Groot
He
being
needs
played.
to... Ooh, some healing.
Healing going on. So he heal up probably Thanos.
For sure.
Rocket.
Thanos.
Himself.
Yeah.
All gone.
Not a bad move.
Yeah. Yeah, good time to do it.
Every damage point on Thanos is worth a lot.
Yeah, especially on his healthy side, since he gets a little worse on his backside. Okay.
Neither of these two lists are great if you want to make friends.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, oh, I did so well, and then the other side's like, no, you didn't do so well. Oh dear. Okay, so that was it for Thanos. Big play. Lots of interesting movement shenanigans with his cosmic portals. That's the part about Thanos you have to get good at. You have to see all the different ways that you can move things around to your advantage if you're going to use him well.
Playing 4-dimensionally.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Okay, looks like Johnny's going to activate Mystique next, and she's going to come to the center. No reason to stand back there now that she has a hammer.
Correct. And with said hammer, she is a quite potent damage dealer.
We should have mentioned Nebula and Mystique both took a point of damage from the crisis at the end of round 1 because they were outside of 2 of a gamma shelter.
Correct. Although Nebula will most likely heal herself during her activation because she has her cybernetic enhancements.
Well, Johnny maybe going to Red Skull instead. He's still thinking about it.
Yep. He has a couple of options open to him. He is also able to pass if he would elect to do so, but...
No, he's activated the Red Skull. Grunts have come into play on the Gamma Shelter.
Yep.
They'll be securing that.
And also be able to do 1 energy attack into Groot.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. 2 hits into 2 saves. Nothing. Right.
Groot is not having it.
No, he's had enough. Red Skull moving towards Thanos.
Yep. Thanos is the key piece of this game. Thanos and Malekith. And
Dark Rain is still up
Current-
on Thanos.
that's correct.
Yep.
So this attack will be very dangerous.
So tell the people at home, was it 2 extra dice you get?
No. Dark Rain is re-roll any number of attack dice.
Okay.
And note that Red Skull has spent 2 power now to count blanks. So
Wow.
the re-rolls are worth more, given the fact that there are more successes on every dice. And, well, that's 6 hits for you.
6 hits. Jeez. We've got 1 save so far on Thanos, 2 saves on Thanos.
Yeah.
He does have a wing in it token. Not sure if he'll use
Yeah.
it. Let's see.
I would assume he will use it because I don't see many other attacks going into him the way things stand.
We'll see. Because 6 hits now into 2 saves. That's still that's 3 damage because of damage reduction. 3 damage going through at the moment. People are asking when the Hydra Grunts turn up. When you activate.
Art of activation.
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, here's the reroll for Thanos' saves. Manages to get 1 more. So that
2
means
more, in fact. 4 blocks.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, beg your pardon. Yeah, 4. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, Diomlord's dice
then,
really helped out today.
Then Red Skull has a ton of fun triggers on his attack. I don't remember which ones do what. So
It's
Blitz
is,
and Push.
It's wild and hit and wild and shield. Did he get both? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he got both. So he can push Thanos short, and then he can move himself short. Or move himself short and then push. Yeah, he elects the order.
All right, here comes the push.
So he managed to turn that into a single point of damage. That's not bad by Thanos. He's doing all right.
Sorry about that. People asking when the order of these 2 different triggers are. Push is after the attack is... the Blitz is after the attack is resolved. And
Push is before damage is dealt. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is the best kind of push, because that means you can elect to do it even if you daze the model.
And so he's moved Thanos back, and Red Skull is decided to also move back towards his own shelter. Hello, Collar Gaming. Good to have you tonight. A lot of people watching tonight. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Who's going to Adepticon? Give me an A in the chat. That's Red Skull done. Lots of Swedes. In the chat, he means, not Adepticon.
Yeah. They've gotten all excited after Multiverse.
Woo, we got one Adepticon A. Come on, Gil, give me an A. There we go. A. Just 2.
Thanos actually quite cleverly managed to avoid a dark-rained Malekith by first playing a recalibration matrix on the first attack and then fallbacking out of range.
Yeah, it was great.
Yep.
Okay,
very clever play.
Rocket attacking, I guess, Lockjaw. Lockjaw saves nothing. Rocket does 2 with a crit. Crit rolls into another hit. So 3 going through on the dog. Ooh,
yep.
Ooh. Ouch. Folks, we talked about the Multiverse of Mamo just being... oh, there's a reroll. He re-rolled a blank. Oh, he's inhuman, isn't he? That's what it is.
That's correct.
The dog's an inhuman. Takes 2 damage then.
Yeah. Ooh. Dark Rain. No, not Dark Rain. Death Decree. Just saw Thanos spend 2 power.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Ooh.
Wow. Rocket rolls 4 hits, including a crit. Crit rolls into another hit. Wow. 5. 5 into 2 saves so far. And I'm going to guess the wing in it token is going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, no real reason not to.
So 3 hits going through so far.
This is a
And
normal attack.
4 going
and,
through. 4 going through.
Not a spender.
Oh, but the inhuman rerolls. It didn't save. It didn't save the dog. I
Ooh,
missed
that's a ton of hits. 7. Oh,
5,
so still
6,
4.
7.
Yeah, 4 going through, and he was on 2. So
Dazed.
sorry, Lockjaw.
Lockjaw's dazed.
I actually thought that Nebula would try to do a number on Mystique before he was going for Lockjaw, because she's in a quite interesting position to first use her blaster pistol and then get a shock sword assault. Although Mystique would be counting blanks on that defense, so. But then again, she is holding a hammer, so Nebula would have all rerolls.
Hey, folks, if you haven't heard yet, MCP is running a World Team Championship this October. I think it's the 3rd week in October in Copenhagen. And the hotel is right on the airport, so it's super easy to get to. One price gets you hotel rooms, food, and the gaming for the event. So go to, I didn't make sure, WMH, WTC, .wordpress.com. That's War Machine Hordes, WMH, WTC.wordpress.com for the details. I understand that there are at least 3 teams coming from Ireland so far.
Wow.
Looks like we have 2 coming from England, at least for now. And I heard that there's 27 Swedes looking to come. Is that correct?
Well, at least there are 27 people that expressed initial interest.
Wow.
So we'll see how many of those we can get on to get across the bridge.
That's 5 teams plus a couple of mercs. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, perhaps we can't expect to have 5 teams, but maybe 3 at least. So
and certainly mercs, you're going to be like, the old Vikings, just going to go in to terrorize other teams. And 2 deposits from 2 U.S. teams. Woohoo! Hot damn. That's great news. I knew 1 was coming. I didn't realize 2 was coming now.
Fantastic.
And by the way, Gil, if you could respond to people who put down those deposits, they're looking for confirmation. If you hadn't read my message yet, they just want confirmation that you got it okay. And 2 Finnish teams. I know of 1 Polish team coming. I'm going to assume Spanish teams are going to come because they're a big community. So this is shaping up already phenomenally well for the inaugural WTC. Amazing news. So if you want to get on a team, go to that website, figure it out with your country. You can either form a team of people who live in your country on a permanent basis or who have citizenship to that country. And we're allowing all kinds of teams coming this time, no restrictions, so that we can maximize attendance for the first time around. And if you're a singles person, there's going to be a singles tournament there, but you can also be a merc potentially on somebody else's team. We're allowing like 1 substitution into a country team to help fill things out. So definitely get in touch if you're interested with either Gil, Sarepi, or myself. Right, get back to the match. Looks like Pastrami must have passed, and now Nebula moved 1 distance long. And now he's throwing some dice into who? Into Lockjaw? Or not Lockjaw, Red Skull?
I don't know. I didn't see if he managed to get within 3 of Red Skull.
Yeah, it seems kind of far.
Yeah.
Only 2 hits, but no saves. He's into Mystique?
I thought he placed himself just out of 3 of Mystique.
Yeah. Hello, Sherlucky. Sherlucky thinks it's within 3 of Mystique. Mystique took the damage, so I guess so. Weird.
Yeah, apparently he was placed himself just within 3. Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh,
so
wow.
Star-Lord
Gil said there's some initial interest for AMG to help support the WTC as well. That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
So people, get on this. It's going to be a fantastic time. 3rd weekend in October, Copenhagen Airport. Eric Hotel. And if you haven't done sightseeing in Copenhagen, you should definitely do that as well and make the trip even longer if you're coming from far afield, because it's a beautiful city with the most happy people on earth, apparently, the Danish. So I think that's Nebula done. So now it must be Mystique's turn. I'll be seeing Gil at Adepticon. He's going to be flying over tomorrow as well. And me and Pat Dunford are coming over. We actually are on a big 747 airplane, the one that has 2 decks on it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool because they're very rare now. A lot of airlines have gotten rid of them. But we got it, and we also get to go on the top level, which is pretty fun. Oh my goodness. What is this? Somebody's posted a very big, long spam thing in here. What is going on here?
Is this a poetic bot?
Yeah, I know. Which... Oh, Lordy. That's hilarious. ChatGPT got loose and is now playing Tabletop Simulator.
Apparently.
Johnny's still hemming and hawing. Come on, Johnny. Let's not make this a long night. What do you think, buddy? It's been an hour already, and we're still in round 2. For the love of God.
Out on the line. Not only a spot in the top 16, but also the celebrity death match of these 2 cheesy lists.
Cheesy lists, yeah. We should have brought some nachos to this cheese.
I actually think that this might be the 2 sort of worst medalists running around currently, facing off against each other. So very interesting game in that regard. But yeah,
I thought it was Shield.
I think it's
or X-Men.
X-Men for sure is contenders for top dog. I would actually rate them the highest at the moment. But both of these 2 lists are, as we have seen already, extremely potent.
I wish these fellows would have turned the clocks on, because this game is going long, which is a little disconcerting. But what are you going to do now?
Well, Pastrami has at least burned through all of his cards already, except for the big one. Follow me. I assume what he was measuring there was considering if it's worth for Mystique to try and daze Nebula in order to trigger the leadership to move Red Skull short towards Thanos in order to enable an early double attack into him from Red Skull next round. Because, well, from the perspective of Pastrami, Thanos needs to daze first thing next round, or things are going to be looking really bad for him.
Hello, Kenji. Kenji Feathers is back in the chat. Good to see you again. All right, finally, Johnny's moving his Mystique. Moved him once. Looks like he's going to move him a second time to the back Gamma shelter. After
Conservative play here.
Yeah, I was going to say, after all that talk and delay, she's just going to move. He's still talking about it. Come on, Johnny. All right, there we go. Done. Phew. All right, Star-Lord is left. Doesn't have a lot of targets, Star-Lord.
He should be in range of Red Skull if he moves up and spends his 2 power for a hidden run.
Oh,
or
okay,
possibly,
yeah. Good idea. Yeah, good idea.
Red Skull, yeah. Oh, maybe not.
I don't think so. Oh, on that side, maybe. Hard to tell.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Oh, yeah, it's good on that side.
Easily.
No problem.
So, Yeah, and then he can retreat to relative safety. Spreading out is not a bad thing for him at the moment, making it hard for Malekith to get multiple characters down in a single activation.
All right, Red Skull is sitting on no damage, but is holding a hammer.
Yep. He has healed the damage he took by triggering the leadership.
Ah, right. Okay. All right, Star-Lord. Star-Lord has 2 power, so he could do hit and run.
Yep. But no winged token,
Mm-hmm.
as things look.
Mm-hmm.
Thanos has a power for a Death's Decree, though.
And is Groot? Yeah, Groot is contesting the middle point.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means Diomlord will be having 4 points this time.
Mm-hmm.
4 points to 3, which will even things up nicely.
Red Skull is in his anti-energy form.
Here
I
comes
think he will have 5 defense die.
Not a good hit. 3 hits. Have 1 wild though.
Fantastic block, though.
Oh yeah. Boof. Boof.
So that's not gonna do anything.
And hit and run. Looks like he's gonna elect to go
Right next to Thanos. Is that a good idea? That would allow Pastrami to throw Thanos into Star-Lord with his ferocity next round, possibly. We'll see. Well, obviously, he wants Star-Lord to be in a threatening position so that he can retaliate if he should survive.
Yeah. All right. That ends the round. And as I said, it should go to 7-7.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Very even, very tense, very exciting.
Yeah.
And
really good.
It's a lot of it's going to come down to the only thing I see here, which might be a bit tricky for Pastrami, is going for Thanos while remaining within range 3 of Red Skull in order to play Follow Me. He could, of course, if he manages to daze Thanos on his own, trigger the leadership on Red Skull, getting him within 3 and then playing Follow Me. But doing 6 damage to Thanos is not nothing, even for Malekith. So, especially without Dark Reign.
All right. Winged and tokens go up on Star-Lord, Rocket, and Thanos. Kolar Gaming is suggesting if Malekith can trigger the leadership, then it would be helpful.
Correct, but that would mean that he either attacks a character that is not Thanos, or he needs to do 6 damage to Thanos. So...
Which is it? All right. Pastrami is up. He's got priority.
This might be his most important decision of the game. At least so far.
Gil's saying that...
What will Malekith do?
Gil says he's placed Star-Lord there to prevent Malekith from landing.
That's certainly a possibility. And if so, it's a very smart play by Diomlord.
He's outside of 3 still, Johnny.
Yep. Checking ranges.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
What were you playing at the multiverse? What affiliation?
I was playing Avengers, which was which is not an affiliation I've played a lot. So in hindsight, I'm not really sure why I played them, but they're great. They're great. They're a lot of fun to play, and I played just Sam And actually, I played 1 or 2 games with the Hulkbuster as a leader.
Oh, fun.
I found that into Brotherhood in particular, or against any list that carries 2 big beat sticks like Juggernaut and Hulk, it's a real big advantage to just say, our 2 big boys, Hulkbuster and Hulk, are going to face off against each other, but your throws suck and mine don't.
Okay. Well, was this like a last minute decision?
Nah, I had been practicing them for a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
But mainly, I've been playing mostly Shield for the last year.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think they have some a bit of unsolved difficult matchups, which I knew would be rather common at the multiverse, namely X-Men and Web Warriors. So I decided to branch out and take something that had less risk of running into a wall.
Amazing. Was that true then? Did that turn out to be the case? Is that what people brought?
Well, there were at least representation of those, but otherwise, I think the spread was quite even. A lot of affiliations were actually represented, which was great fun to see.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like Lockjaw is putting his obsession token. I don't know what it's called.
The Cosmic Bloodhound?
Yeah, that's something like that. Yeah.
Okay, very interesting.
Put it on Thanos again, which means an extra die, correct? Did I remember that night right?
Kind of dangerous because I believe, if Groot can strike Lockjaw, get 2 damage to go up to 5 power, then he can stagger Malekith again. Which would certainly throw a spanner into the works of him getting to...
Lockjaw moves and then attacks Nebula. Then does nothing.
And also, Thanos could Death's Decree.
He does follow me. He does follow me. With Lockjaw
Lockjaw can follow me. Oh my god, what is this?
Johnny's a madman.
Okay, he's gonna go all in. He's banking everything on Malekith taking Thanos down on his own, but with interdimensional Bloodhound played. Very interesting. So it'll be 8 dice attacks rather than 7 dice.
We got the great Hyper Viper in the chat. Welcome, Hyper Viper. Good to have you on the show. He's one of the hosts of the Rogues something podcast. What's it called?
Rogue Agents.
Rogue Agents. Thank you. Good to see you. Hyper Viper, put an A in the chat if I'm going to see you at Depticon. All right, so there it is. A charge from Malekith. Hyper's not coming to Depticon.
This is gonna be huge.
Okay. So, and that's the end of Johnny's cards as well. Here we go. Great hit. Yikes. Ooh, that's 6,
oh
7,
my god, that's
8.
at least 8 hits, and that's not a great block. Oh my word, this might happen.
8. So 8 hits into effectively 2 saves means 6. 6 goes through. Whoop.
Yep. There goes. Oh, he one-shots him. Oh my god.
And he's gonna lose a hammer as a result. Oh yeah.
That is insanely big. This.
Oh wait, actually, he used the Wiggin token and got 2 saves back. He's still in it.
3. No, wait. There should be a pierce. So 2.
Pierce. Okay.
And that's 9 hits actually from Malekith.
3, 6, 7.
The 9.
No. He rolled a skull after the second time. He rolled 1 skull and paid for it to crit, but didn't.
Christ, but and Thanos is immune to getting thrown into stuff and automatically dying.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna have to spend his second attack, but he's now gonna be sitting on a ton of power, so he can easily pay for a Butcher of Thors. So he's gonna have something like 10 or 11 dice to do 1 damage, I think he'll manage. But
Star-Lord's dodging. Star-Lord had a
Star-Lord,
dodge. Yeah.
Star-Lord might survive,
Yeah.
and between him and Rocket, Malekith might still be in danger of going down.
Wow. That was nuts.
Yep.
Woo, so many dice being thrown this game. It's unreal.
Especially Rocket looks potent.
Folks are suggesting they might beam now. You can get all 3 characters there. If you can't see.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see how many dice
Through
he
that,
throws.
but that is the worst attack to use against Thanos.
Okay, so he's rolled, looks like a lot of dice. I think that's
That has to be a Butcher of Thors.
Yeah.
Has to be, yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oof.
Yeah, that's not gonna. He's not gonna survive that. There's no chance.
Wow. Holy moly.
Down he goes. Down he goes.
Okay, so Malekith's, I'm gonna guess, pick up the hammer. Maybe not.
Yep. But given the fact that Malekith had to use both of his attacks to take down Thanos and not free up the second one to do Star-Lord as well, I actually think there is a non-zero chance that we will see Malekith get KO'd here.
Oh, yeah. Which would be huge. I mean, I think Diomlord needs to make that happen. Oh, dear.
Yep.
Oh, he gets to move within 1 of Thanos as part of the Butcher of Thors. And then takes the hammer, as predicted. All right. Whew. Okay, and that's 2 characters gone. Malekith and Lockjaw, let's not forget. But he's got Mystique, Red Skull, and also the Grunts. So 3 activations.
There should be an activated token on Lockjaw here.
Yeah.
And Malekith.
Ooh, Ron Walker in the house. Hello, Ron. King of the Inhumans.
Hey, Ron.
He was one of our guest hosts when you couldn't make it.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah, did a great job.
Yeah, you streamed twice during the course of Multiverse.
Yeah, I know. It just happened.
Really active.
Yeah, very active. I had the time, so I went for it.
Yeah. And I mean, now during cuts, there's going to be a lot of weekend games due to time zone issues. So
yeah, we're lucky we were able to squeeze this one in before my trip.
I got my own Malekith here.
Oh, she is so cute. Oh my god,
isn't she?
Yeah, she definitely is.
Yeah. Just stay away from my keyboard.
All right. What is Johnny measuring now? Could he be? Oh, because he dazed Thanos, he gets to do leadership. Aha, I remembered.
Exactly, and he doesn't want to stand within 5 of Rocket.
Yeah. Deadly Duo is still online.
Unhealthy.
Yes.
Yep. Sure it is. But I'm not sure if Rocket is currently within 2 of Groot. I think he isn't.
Yeah, he'd have to move forward now anyway. Oh, actually, no. Sorry. Red Skull did move forward. So, I don't know. Here we go. Diomlord is looking at Nebula. No. All right.
I don't think this is such a bad situation for Diomlord. Thanos going down is obviously huge, but if he plays his cards right, he can and has some dice roll his way, then he can take down, deny Red Skull an activation or KO Malekith, or possibly even both. Although he would need some good dice for that to happen.
Just checking this thing in the middle. Yeah, so Red Skull's right in the middle. The Grunts are in the back.
Yep.
More chit-chat happening. There's the cat.
Yeah, she's trying to get onto the keyboard all the time. So
it's probably because
you can sit here, but
the computer's warm though. I'd like to be in warm.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, Mr. Bond. Yeah.
Oh, you did a fantastic impression there just then. I intend you to die.
But that's Goldfinger, not Blofeld.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Come on, Norbert.
Yeah, it's too late in the evening. I'm sleepy. Oh my God, Johnny's
You're
still
1
missing
hour
stuff.
before me.
Yeah,
so,
I know, but this is
I mean,
bedtime for me.
it's almost 11 o'clock here. All right.
More talking. Talking. Thinking. Hand waving.
Yeah, it's important.
All right, Diomlord is
Important
checking for range 5s everywhere. I wonder why. Okay, come on. Is he going to move him? Is Rocket going to... Yes, Rocket comes off his perch.
Deadly doo-doo.
Yep, within 2 of Groot now. Or, yeah, Groot. And...
You think he's gonna deadly duo and then follow up with a...
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to do Deadly Duo first because you have to have 3 different targets. So you don't want to wipe out a potential target with some normal attacks first.
Yep.
So soon that's going to happen now.
Word.
Let's see.
I still think it's a stretch getting Red Skull from 7 to 0 with those two shots. But MCP dice are MCP dice, so...
Yeah.
Well, measuring 2 from Red Skull certainly indicates that he's intent on using a certain spender.
Oh, Hadron Enforcer. Yeah, gotcha.
Enforcing the that
I think he's doing the Hadron Enforcer first to try to get even more people into Deadly Duo range, I guess. Maybe. So what's going on here?
The Red Skull?
Yeah, he's attacking Red Skull now, it seems like.
Yep.
I think. And rolls.
Oh! Ooh, that's what I call enforcing a hard-on.
Hard-on Enforcer in the house. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits into just 1 save? Or is he counting blanks? I don't know. Maybe he's counting blanks. Wow. Woo! Hard-on Enforcer in the house.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Did he do all the damage?
The Bjorn says more hard-ons.
A hard-on was enforced.
Woo!
Wouldn't that be 7 damage, or what am I missing? Cover.
Maybe. Cover. Yeah, maybe cover.
Yeah.
Yep. So that puts Red Skull on 6 out of 7, apparently, through cover. Cover is what saved him there. And now Deadly Duos is being activated. Let's see if he attacks Red Skull straight away. Another decent hit. Yeah, 3 hits and a crit.
Oh my God. Can't look.
Yeah, 4 hits. 4 hits into just 1 save.
That's gonna do it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That drops a hammer.
That's huge. That's huge.
Riddlesworth says, "Goddamn space rat." Right, so that's another hammer for Rocket. If he picks it up, let's see if he does. Maybe not.
Maybe leaving it for Star-Lord to pick up later.
Oh yeah, he can't pick it up just yet, right? Because he's in the middle of doing Deadly Duos.
He's in the middle of exactly.
Right.
So Star-Lord is able to make good use out of it into Malekith. Although Mystique could possibly move up and grab it, but that would put her in an awkward position.
Rocket Strunk from Hyper Viper. Stronks are up. Well, Ron said it's madness that it comes from a 2 threat, but Ron is the madman who runs Rocket without Groot and all his lists. So there's another casual 5 hits into those grunts. They didn't stand a chance. Fucking Rocket's like, boom. And where's the third one going to go into? I suppose Malekith.
Rocket is tearing it down. Or up. Or
tearing it up. Yeah.
However you...
Tearing it up. That's such a great hit. 3. But Is that no
into
saves?
Malekith.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
oh my
saves.
God, no saves. Oh
Johnny's
shoot.
defense
Yeah,
dice. Ooh. So yes, now that's over with Deadly Duo. So Rocket is picking up the hammer. He's throwing.
that is a seriously potent activation
Wow.
by the hard-on enforcing raccoon.
Only deception. Only I keep saying that. Only Mystique left. Coffee time in the house. Coffee managed to get his game in despite being on vacation during the round of 32. Good job, Coffee. And he won as well, so he's going to be moving on. And as a matter of fact, I think the only people affected by Adepticon were both Pat and Sooner. And both of them are going to be at Adepticon, and so they're going to play their game in real life. Are you laughing at what Bjorn said?
No, I just realized that first Rocket is gonna enforce hard-ons, and now he's gonna lay out booby traps. The naughty bear.
Seriously, that guy he's too sexed up for his own good. Oh,
We did actually pick up the hammer with a rook. Yeah, he's well protected by Groot.
no booby traps on Mystique because she prevents reactive superpowers. Thank you, Hyper.
That's right. Yep.
Can't bodyguard either. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I didn't think about that. Huh. So Rocket's going to get it.
Yeah, moving Mystique up there and attacking would put her in a very exposed position, though. And with Star-Lord, Groot, and Nebula left to go, but I think that Diomlord would prefer to put most of his attacks into the big cat.
Yeah.
To KO him, get him out of the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Then Thanos just needs to survive Red Skull's activation. Well, I don't even know if he needs to do that. The Guardians can do quite significant work on their own.
Yep, sure. Star-Lord also sometimes spikes pretty hard. Mystique looking like she wants to go within one of the middle shelter, or
But, yep.
within two.
As we know, dice might flip this into the favor of Pastrami if Diomlord goes into a couple of bad activations now. So this is far from over.
Sure, absolutely. All right, Deception. I keep saying that. Mystique moved. I'm not sure who she's attacking. Could it be Rocket, probably, because of the no bodyguard thing. Makes sense to me. And also he's holding two hammers. That's two hits into one save plus cover. And she's done. I think that went into Star-Lord, actually. Yeah, thank you, Hyper. It was into Star-Lord. So he took a damage. He's on 4 out of 6. So that leaves Star-Lord, Groot, and Nebula to go. And
yep, and no more activations for Pastrami.
Pointing at the Gamma Shelter for some reason. Do not know why.
I'm feeling weirdly hungry. So all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's a Scotch. The Scotch does that to me anyway. Makes me
I
hungry.
was thinking of pastrami.
Oh, pastrami. Diomlord is making a sandwich out of pastrami.
Yeah. Maybe he has a brother named Salami.
Salami, bologna, pastrami. Pastrami is a pretty tasty sandwich. Can you get pastrami in Sweden?
Oh, most likely.
All right, Nebula taking a peek. I mean, if she wants to get her rerolls, she'd have to go either after Mystique.
There are a ton of points available for the Guardians here. Can Star-Lord get to the back Gamma in one move? A hit and run move, maybe?
I don't think so. That seems
Maybe
far.
not. But Star-Lord would probably be the one in the best position to do damage to Malekith, who is also holding a hammer. Given the fact that Mystique failed to do damage, it's there's no real big incentive in going into her at the moment. Over Malekith, at least. And Nebula has enough power to do her shock sword assault.
Yeah, that's the important thing. So she could be moving to Malekith and getting him.
Yep, for sure. Because her, if she managed to spike him down, let's say Star-Lord would spike him down, then Nebula's output would go down significantly if she were to attack other characters, and if Nebula would somehow spike Malekith to death by herself, then Diomlord will have his other characters left to activate.
Oh my god!
Place them on points. Oh my god!
Nebula,
Yes,
so
that's
fire!
good luck.
Oh
Good
boy!
luck.
Oh boy! Oh. So that's 4 hits. Oh, he saved pretty well though. But still,
Exactly.
5, 4,
Ooh,
5, 6
versus 3. That's 3 damage. Oh, 2 to go.
2 to go.
Yep.
She had a move to get there, so she'll be done.
And she gets to place within 1.
Yeah.
But it's starting to look quite grim.
Yeah.
For Malekith. Getting harder and harder to see him survive. That Norbert. Well, what are you laughing about? You wanna tell the whole class what's so funny? Very mature. Very mature.
All right. So I think she's done. She's moved and did an attack.
I don't know if it can get any harder at this moment.
Why is there more rolling happening?
I assume
Booby
he's
traps?
gone into.
No.
I
What?
assume he has started another activation.
Yeah, maybe Star-Lord?
Yeah. But I would expect us to see power spent in that case. Well, it's 5 dice into 4, so. Or maybe it's Groot striking, doing 1 damage to Malekith, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gosh, it looks further than 3, but I guess so.
Yep. So now only Star-Lord left to go. I suppose he needs to do that 1 all-important damage.
Yeah. You have to go all in right now.
Quite capable to do in doing so, though.
Yeah. And then he can get a hammer as well.
I mean, he has the.
Oh, people are suggesting that Gamma will just kill the cat. Gamma shelters. We'll get. He's outside of 2.
That's correct.
Yeah. Thanks, Fred. Fred B.
That's correct. But he would still score the hammer. Not sure how important that is. Probably not too important.
Yeah. Especially because Star-Lord could run to the back shelter and get 2 points for that.
He could even get a shot in.
So Groot has
Root on Mystique.
Groot has rooted Mystique.
Yeah, I suppose that makes her sabotage more expensive. Blowing up terrain.
Oh yeah. Good point. Such a great ability. Uh, yep, that's no. He's elected to shoot,
Yep.
get that hammer, and then I
Get
guess.
that hammer and get out of dodge.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. And that, I think, would most likely seal the deal in favor of Diomlord.
Yeah,
But
seriously. We've seen different though. We've seen different.
yep, it's not over until it's over. But things are looking very good for the Guardians.
Yeah. Wow. So he's electing to hit and run to his own shelter, safer spot.
Yes, I don't think he can reach the Pastrami one.
Okay. I see SB is in the chat. Hey SB, if you're listening, tell us if the Spanish are coming over to the WTC with some teams. I certainly hope so. Because we got a lot of people coming, a lot of different countries as well. All right, so I think the second attack's going into Mystique, followed by the hit and run. She'll get martial artist, so she's and will not cover, but two saves. Oh God!
Whoa.
Look at oh my God! The dice really love
look at that.
Diomlord.
Oh my!
Wow!
Did he spend a wing token there? No.
I don't think he did.
My lord!
Wow. He doesn't have power to pick it up, I don't think, but
Oh.
that's quite all right. Oh
Yeah.
man.
You can't have it all.
Oof. SB saying that he's working on it with the teams. I expect 2 teams. SB, not 1. No, 2. 2. 1 from the north, 1 from the south. Wow. Johnny gambled hard. It didn't really pay off, and then Diomlord has just been crushing it with some astounding dice.
For sure.
Big Ron's asking if the English teams have been picked yet. No, we're still collecting applications. We do have 10 players, so we have 2 teams worth of people, but we are looking for many more. As many want to come, either as mercs or singles, or if we can get another 5, a 3rd team. Let's make it happen. As I mentioned, we have at least 2, if not 3, Swedish teams coming. Hey, Gil, how many Danish teams do you think will be there?
3.
Yeah, 3. 3 Danish teams. How many, Gil? 2? We have 2 U.S. teams coming, which is fantastic. That is just so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, from what I gather, October is not a great traveling month for US people. I don't know exactly why, but so I've heard.
Oh, okay. Don't know. What do I know about the Yanks?
Which makes it a real testament of strength that we're already getting 2 US teams.
Bjorn, Thanksgiving is in the end of November, so no, end of October doesn't conflict with that, so that's not the reason. Although that would be a very good reason. Okay, that ends round 3, and that should be 1, 2, 3, 4 points for Diomlord. Yeah,
Yep.
11.
And no, nothing.
Mystique.
Not about a bing.
Oh, Mystique's dazed. Oh yeah, wow. Okay.
Yep. Lockjaw is the only one holding the fort.
Big Ron needs a passport. Look, Ron, we'll put a fundraiser together for you. We'll get that passport. We know people in the service. We'll get you a passport. If that's holding you back, we'll make that happen. Okay, started round 4. It's 11-7. Diomlord is 5 points away from winning, but also has maybe a bit of an attrition advantage at the moment. And first turn goes to Johnny. Only tactics card left is Power of the Cosmos, which might be fun to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would not be surprised if... Well, I'm having a hard time seeing... Unless Thanos goes down to a Red Skull activation here, I don't think we will be seeing both Red Skull, and Mystique activate this round.
Mm-hmm. Some chit chat from the players, trying to figure out what the moves are next, I suppose. I think the big concern for Diomlord must be Red Skull at this point.
For sure. He's the only character left with significant output. I mean, sure, Mystique can spike a ton of damage, but
I think
most likely not enough to get down more than one character down.
I think that's her attacking, actually. Yeah, sure enough. I'm not sure against two.
Five
but...
guys. Yeah, that makes sense. That's but who?
Is this going to be the what's the terrain blowing up attack? Yeah, sure enough.
Ooh, there goes.
Yeah.
Down.
2 free damage. Very useful attack. Not so easy
to use of that superpower.
Not so easy to pull off though a lot of times, but perfect execution here. And Starlord drops the hammer, which Pastrami is putting far away. So I believe that's both attacks for Mystique.
Yep.
Shoots it over to Johnny and to Diomlord. Does Thanos move himself forward and then just punches Red Skull twice?
Maybe Portal Mystique so that Red Skull goes flying into her when he gets pounded.
What is he not allowed to do anymore now that he's flipped?
He doesn't have Portal, correct.
Right.
Okay. Wop.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so Portal up, double tap Red Skull, possibly get him down, grab the hammer before doing so. He has a hammer within one of himself.
Oh, yeah. Right. Loads of power.
Yep, and a winged token.
He could move himself and do
power. He forgot the hammer.
Oh, that's annoying. Power of the cosmos.
Maybe Johnny lets him grab it anyway. But I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe
not. Question is if he uses the spender or his normal attack. Normal attack, it seems. One block. 3 damage. Or winged token now. Ooh, that's 5. Ooh, that's 7. Oh, that does it.
Oh my god. Diomlord's on
That's all of it.
Fire. Good god.
That's Guardians for you.
Oh my god.
Their leadership is
but did he use the wing in a token?
I think so, yes.
Jesus. 6.
Because he was at 5 hits, 1 skull and 4 hits, and then he re-rolled 2 dice for an additional 2 successes.
All right, so his second attack into Mystique. 4 hits so far.
4, yeah.
4 hits into
2 blocks.
2 blocks.
4 hits and 2 blocks. Yeah.
Oh, it must be Lockjaw. It was into Lockjaw.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering why he was re-rolling a die. It was the Inhuman re-roll. So we went after Lockjaw.
Yeah, and Lockjaw's not activated, but there's he's not that big of a problem on the output side.
I think he was just probably thinking it might as well take him. I'm the only one who can really hit him. Although Groot can hit him too.
Yeah. Imagine Rocket bringing the dog out back with the rifle.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's terrible vision. Oh, Hugo. No. So sad. Did I tell you we're going to be getting a puppy?
No. Oh,
yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We're so excited. We're picking another toy poodle. Another female one, but she's peach colored this time instead of white.
All right.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's been over a year now that we lost Molly. So we're picking up Coco. is her name.
Looking forward to seeing her on stream.
Yeah, she'll probably be quite rambunctious. So we're picking her up on the 1st of April. So excited. Okay, Pastrami's taking a look at what Lockjaw can do.
Could teleport himself up to grab that hammer, possibly reaching the other one. But
yep, so he's teleporting himself forward. Probably going to grab that hammer with his last point, sure enough. And who is he going to attack?
Significance is purely academic at this point.
Come on.
Although I don't really like that expression, to be honest, though. Don't know why I'm using it.
Ooh, Big Ron actually has applied for a passport already. He's just waiting to see how long it takes to process. So amazing. That'd be great. And it looks like he's just going to walk to the back shelter to earn himself 2 points rather than just 1. The back shelter gets you 2 points.
I think Rocket and Groot will have a say.
Yeah, I think
about that.
Poor Johnny. He's probably just going through the motions right now. Groot looking to attack.
Well, there's no real. All Diomlord needs to do here is double move Groot to the to Pastrami's shelter, and he will have the 5 points to take him to 16. So, well, or he could add some insult to injury by.
Oh God! Oh man, Diomlord's tight.
Yeah. The raccoon taking the dog out back.
Oh lordy! Yeah, this is crazy. The number of hits. Coffee is right. Whew. Wow. So that's Lockjaw off the table. He drops his hammer, which Groot picks up. So Groot's now contesting the secure and holds a hammer. That's 3 hammers and 1 secure so far for Diomlord.
Yep.
He needs 1 more point to win if he holds on to those. Mystique's left. Oh, no. Oh, she finished already. Oh, God. Oh, this is just cleaning up now. Oh, poor Johnny. Sorry, my man. 3 hits, including 2 crits, going into 2 saves, or 3 with cover. That's 5 hits into 3 with cover. Or no cover, so 2. And he's winging it, I think. That puts 2 hit points out of 5 on Mystique. And now Nebula is using her Shock Sword Assault. Joe's mentioning that instead of winning by points, Diomlord's just going to win by tabling.
There she goes.
Is she off the table? That's, oh my God, look at those hits again. Oh my God, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my
7,
God.
8?
Yeah, that was.
What the F is going on tonight? Holy crap. We need to ask Diomlord what his sacrifice regimen is, because it's clearly working. All right. Whew. After that insanity, let us go and talk to the players. I'll see you over there. All right, everybody. If you have questions for the players, please do put them in the chat. I'd be happy to ask them. Let's see where I can find these 2 gentlemen. There they are.
Good about the game? Then
yeah, no, I felt incredibly advantaged starting out, and then dice happened.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hello.
I know.
Hey, thank you guys for letting us stream your game so much. Yeah, I think, Johnny, let's pick up from what you just made that comment there, because your opening moves were masterful. It was really frightening.
Oh, yeah.
Frightening.
They sure were. Yeah, everything was perfect, and that recalibration flipped the universe on its head, and then everything pooped its pants on my side for the rest of the game. So.
Well, I have to say, I think some of your defense rolls were actually quite good, but Diomlord's attack rolls were just outrageous.
Yeah, I think there might have been like 1 or 2 points where he didn't convert winging it or it. I think 2 dice out of like the 25, 30 that he rolled.
Yeah, it was really nuts. So let's talk about this. You're playing what I've been hearing now is going to be the new meta beater out there. This is a nasty combination of characters. Have you been playing it long?
No, I picked it up after I got clowned on by Alex Bots, the progenitor of the. Well, actually, it's one of Ghostier's locals is the actual progenitor of this, but Bots like refined it and like worked on it, and then I added like a little extra tech with like eyes on the prize to it. But yeah, that's it's pretty good. I've like played it for a couple weeks now. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I've been like pretty much grinding games on it, and it feels pretty degenerate.
Yeah.
So
And is it, from what I heard, it's first of all, you have the opening play like we just saw here. That's one part of it. But the other
Yep.
part is that because you can pass so often that and you can teleport Malekith up, you just pass until there's juicy targets available and then you kill them.
yeah, exactly. You pretty much like get to, with how it like plays out, you normally get to like choose like your engagement, and you have like free reign to pick like the best spot like on the map, like the best model possible, and then just kind of roll from there. But yeah, so
It's kind of similar to Malekith's lists we've seen in the past, with the new edition being Lockjaw. How big of a difference do you feel that he makes? Is he a staple of the list, or could he just as well have been a different 3?
I think on this like scenario combination, he feels pretty necessary, but in some other maps and stuff, I'm pretty fine not playing him, and like he's not really required. I was definitely like, I had a lot of plans for like 16 going into this, but we ended up doing like getting like the 15-18, which is pretty perfect and fine. So didn't really have to like fall on any of those. So I think he's pretty critical for the list. Like in like any like center line and like fighting kind of scenario, he just like warps the game pretty heavily in your favor.
Do you prefer winning priority with this roster?
It doesn't matter. I'd actually prefer to just so I pick threats, because like getting to like set up the 15 of like Cat Dog and Skull, it's just potent, and there's not much you can really. Not a lot of lists can do what this kind of like 15 in terms of fighting, so it just like kind of outclasses your opponents. And like I think in my list I have the maximum number of 15s allowed, so
yeah. All right. Now, you did mention how Recalibration Matrix really swung things that one turn, and then things kind of went downhill. Was there any point where you thought maybe you could salvage things? Because it was still quite early in the game when that happened.
Yeah, I definitely had a couple spots in there. I think if Mystique's activation goes better there, like even on that last turn, if I can actually get the rapid fire, put down rocket, kill Star-Lord, and Skull survives, I'm feeling pretty okay about that position. Because Skull cracked back into Thanos with Spender, and then into, or not Spender, into like his Blitz attack, and then into a Spender. It's decent odds to still kill him.
Right.
It's not perfect, but I have a chip in the chair at least. So
Yeah.
And then even the turn before too, where I had like the 5-die double tap into Star-Lord to like just daze him. That also would have been pretty okay, but Mystique didn't want to roll any hits this game, so.
Yeah, she dudded out. Although it was masterful. It was nice to see her blowing up the terrain, taking out Star-Lord. That was a nice touch.
Yep, yeah, that was for sure going to happen either way, but getting Rocket as well would have been nice.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny, it was good to watch you, and really interesting to see you bring this roster, so everybody's now aware of it, especially going into Adepticon tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you coming?
No, I'm not. My wife's birthday is that weekend, or is like this weekend, and the Adepticon likes planning it for the same weekend as my wife's birthday. So I'm gonna do that instead because I love my wife and I'm a huge wife guy.
Good for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's turn to Dime.
There was
go
just
ahead.
one
Yeah.
small detail
Go.
that we were wondering about during your round one, Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
You started out by activating Red Skull, cutting himself for 2 more power, playing Ice on the Price, grabbing a hammer, and then, before picking up the hammer, RDing 1 power to Malekith.
Yep.
Any particular reason why you choose to not take that R&D from Lockjaw rather than Red Skull?
So it just depends on like the turn. Like that power on Red Skull doesn't. I guess I could probably do it from Lockjaw, in all honesty, and just save like the 1 power on Red Skull. But Red Skull, even with where he's at, he'll have enough power, and presumably I daze somebody turn 1. He gets like another power then, and then he's just immediately cooking next turn with his like big hits and everything. And then presumably I like daze somebody top a turn, he can move up then, and then he just is flush with power, fully healed, ready to go. So
I was my speculation was that you had some sort of cunning plan of double teleporting both Malekith and Red Skull, but perhaps that wasn't the case then.
you can, like in other scenario setups, that's definitely like a good play, and you just like present both of those up in the center. But with like the way Hammers plays out, and like kind of needing a safe hammer extract, especially into like Senior Thanos, it's pretty important. And I'm like moving back anyways, and he's not really doing anything else with like the rest of his turn, so just sacking the 1 power off of him is fine, in all honesty. So
But yeah, you got to double teleport as well.
Yep, yeah, and then like Lockjaw can like still position Red Skull to exactly like where you need, protect him from like the gammas and stuff. In some other like setups, it doesn't really matter as much, but the protecting from the gamma damage is definitely helpful, especially in like a big attrition game where we're going to be hitting each other quite a bit. So
Yeah. All right, let's turn over to Diomlord. Hello, my friend. It's good to see you again, or talk to you again.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Just mentioning Johnny, he and I were on a team together in Madrid, which we actually won that team tournament, which was really awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So look, Diomlord, you're also playing one of the medalists, so the one that I think people are more familiar with, so we won't go into that so much. How did you feel about the opening of the game after you saw Johnny's round 1?
That it was very bad for me because with the opening with Rascal, then I can choose to grab the other hammer, but I have to send or Groot or Star-Lord. If I send Groot there, it's like outside of the middle and far from Rocket. And also you can do the same thing with Mystique to pull him and try to kill him.
Yeah.
Also, if I send Star-Lord, I can lose the leadership in round 2, because then he has priority again, and
Yep.
he can KO Star-Lord. So I have choose to leave him also the other hammer, and so probably I will go down 1 point.
Right.
Instead the middle should be mine, because I can go with Thanos, and I can go with 2 pieces in the middle and take it. While also if he activates last, he can't contest the middle point.
Right.
So it's quite sure that I go only 1 point down, and then I try to do it on attrition in the next rounds. And the general idea was to try to only get one offensive action from Malekith or Skull, and try to daze or control the other piece of the 2. So like to focus on one of the two and try to avoid the damage from the other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the idea was to try to go down on scenario, but put yourself into a better position for attrition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And so, okay, recalibration matrix really helped you out, obviously, but had that not worked out, were you in trouble then at that point? Because you had a lot of characters around that Malekith and others could have started eating.
Yeah, it could be a problem. And yeah, at that point, or I try to still to focus Malekith, or I have to ignore him, but it's hard at the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm taking the risk if he's going on Thanos, and I need that Thanos survive in that case.
Yeah. Speaking of which, actually, let's go back strictly to Pastrami. People playing against your roster, what is the priority character to take out? Is it the obvious one, the Malekith?
It probably, yeah. If you can like focus him, things definitely like the wheels start coming off if he goes down. But like even with him dying, like Red Skull still can do like a lot of work and everything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how my first round game played out. Is like both of our Malekiths went down, and then Red Skull was able to like clean up the rest. But yeah, like pretty much whatever. Yeah, whichever one is like kind of overexposed and you can like kind of like hit freely to take out, because both of those models are like just such absolute beaters. Mal's definitely a little tougher, but like if you can like focus fire Red Skull, he's pretty squishy. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Huggy Bear, what questions do you have for Diomlord?
I was also mostly interested in the recal plus fallback play that was key in swinging the game. It also came really close because if Malekith had managed to get one more power out of that attack after Recal Matrix, he would have had the power to do Power of Thors afterwards. But I still, I really commend that play. It was very smart. Was it something you had thought about beforehand, or was it something that came to you in the heat of battle?
No, yeah, I was bringing. I usually bring fallback, but like it's one of my best cards. But against Malekith, it can be good, but he still can throw me after the fallback. So the general idea was to use it to like a brace for impact, so to avoid that he can throw Thanos into another character of mine. So this was the idea at the start. Then when I was attacking me, I need to see how the recalibration was going, and at that point, I'm not sure because I think maybe Johnny could still throw Thanos back and try another attack, but I think then it wasn't. He could risk for the next round to have Thanos near. Or...
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. I was just like playing that back in my head. It was hard because you had like 2 damage on you, so I need to hit you 6 with Dark Rain if I get lucky, and I had like 2 skulls, so there's a chance I can like hit you and take you out, but I don't know. I felt attacking Groot there was definitely like more likely to like hit him for like a good chunk of damage and then be able to like play follow me into Red Skull and then have Red Skull
okay. Yeah.
That was kind of my like thinking on the line on there, but I think in retrospect I think I should just focused everything. Thanos kept him near the center, which then forces him to like go right away, like even more so. But well, here we are.
It's always easier in hindsight, Johnny.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, 100%.
I was definitely a little tilted after that recal where
yeah, dude.
I go from one-shotting a homie to 2 damage onto a Thanos with 12 dice.
Yeah. I know, totally. I mean, that's why you bring that card, but it doesn't always necessarily work out that way. But man, did it work out this time.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. Yeah, it was definitely one of like the biggest swings I think I've ever seen come out of a card.
There were so many dice being thrown by both players today. It was crazy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was a bloodbath, and I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah,
So.
it seemed like a lot of fun. It did. Any last words, Diomlord?
My other idea for the squad that I was thinking, instead of Groot, Rocket, and Nebula, to bring Bill and Winter Soldier. So in that case, like I would have bring also Eye on the Prize, so I can get the other hammer. But I thought that usually against Malekith, I like to be wide, so maybe you can daze also if I daze one or two characters. I still have firepower to respond. So maybe with a Winter Soldier and Better A, I would have been too much squishy, right? I don't know, because I still have to try Better A against Malekith, because he can throw him, he can reroll 2 dice with the hammer for the flight of Malekith. But yeah, usually also in a middle map like this, also on demons, I really like Rocket, Groot, and the common combo that we all know.
Yeah. Excellent. We've been asking players who's coming to the WTC in October. What does it look like for Italy? How many teams you guys are going to bring?
I think for sure one. We're working to see if we can bring 2.
Amazing. That sounds so good. Love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, cool. All right, then. Thank you so much to you both for letting us stream the game tonight. It was fantastic to watch you guys like masters working here tonight. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, Diomlord, for the game. You did play that masterfully, and definitely even without the dice, I think you definitely positioned quite perfectly and like really put me into tough spots. So well played, man.
Awesome.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to say goodbye to Johnny. Thanks for being part of the Season X. It's really great to always have you as part of the European Imposter.
Hey, I'm a true European. Okay, I truly I am. Yes, just like you, Norbert. You are. You're one of them as well.
Indeed.
We're both Europeans. Yes.
And Diomlord, we'll look forward to seeing how you do in the quarterfinals coming up next week. And lastly, I want to thank everybody for watching us on the stream today. We had a lot of people here, a lot of people chatting away. It was so great to always have that conversation going while we're playing this game. And of course, thank you to my co-host, Huggy Bear. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you, Norbert. Always a pleasure.
Okay, excellent. All right, everybody, with that, we're going to say good night.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Good night.